Hello everyone! So today I want to show you how you can install Manjaro on your desktop. Well, Manjaro is a very popular distribution, and you can see here from DistroWatch, for example, that it comes second after MX Linux nowadays. And it's an Arch-based distribution, which means that it has a rolling release, that it doesn't have a long-term support version. So you are always up to date and have the latest features and packages. To download Manjaro, you simply need to go to manjaro.org and hit on download. Now, Manjaro has a lot of flavors and desktop environments that you can choose from. Well, the first one is XFCE, which is a very basic and simple one and can work on low specs devices as well. There is also KDE, which is the most famous Manjaro desktop environment, which has a lot of customization and a lot of very useful features. Also, you have GNOME desktop environment, which will look somewhat like Ubuntu or Pop! OS. However, if you want a specific configuration for your Manjaro, you can download the Architect version. This installation is a little bit advanced, but if you know exactly what you want in your Manjaro installation, you can choose this one. Personally, I go with the Manjaro KDE Plasma. So I just get KDE Plasma and the download will start, or you can actually download with a torrent if that's more convenient for you. Now, after the download, you will need to actually put the ISO file that you get on a bootable USB drive. You can do that with a special program like Etcher, which is a cross-platform software that you can use to write image files such as ISO files to a bootable USB flash drive. If you are using Windows, also there is Rufus, which is very popular and easy to use. And you just need to mount the ISO file on your USB flash drive and then put it on your desktop and boot from it. Now I'll show you what does it look like when you actually boot from the ISO file. When you first boot up from the USB flash drive, you will get this screen. This is a fully functional operating system that you can actually use to browse the internet or even test your hardware before installation to check the compatibility of your hardware with Manjaro. Once you are ready to start the installation, you just click on Launch Installer. First you choose your language and then hit Next. Now it will ask you for your location. I will leave the default for now, but you can change that later if you wish so. Next, this is your keyboard layout. You can check exactly that it detects the right layout by testing it here in the test box. If that's the right one, then hit Next. Now this is the most important part, because now Manjaro will either erase your disk completely or it will ask you if you want to manually partition your hard drive. If you want to use the whole drive, you just click Erase Disk and you can actually choose your swap options. If you will be hibernating your machine, you will probably need to go with swap with hibernate. Or the best option, if you are not sure about the swap size, you can just click on swap to file and then hit on next. Now you will need to enter the user details. I first enter the username, which will automatically change my name and the username at once, and I then enter the name of the machine or the computer I'm using, and then I enter a simple password. And because I will be the only one using this machine, so I will ask it to log in automatically without asking for password and use the same password for the administrator account, as I will be the administrator on this machine as well. And then hit Next. Now it will ask you if you want to install any Office suite or none at all. You can go with the LibreOffice, which is the more open source option and more popular one, and hit on Next. Now this is just a summary to let you know what you have already chosen before actually beginning the installation process. Read it through, and if you are okay with all the details, just click on Install. It will confirm if you want to actually install now, and yes indeed, install now. This might take some time depending on your hardware setup, but usually Manjaro is much more faster than other distributions. That's it. Now the installation is finished and we can just restart into our new Manjaro operating system. Just hit restart now and done. And that's it. Now Manjaro has just booted, and usually you don't want to launch this at start every time. And you can now start using your operating system. Probably a good place to start is go to the Firefox browser. And thanks to the Manjaro team, they have actually bookmarked the most important bookmarks to help you get started. Probably you will want to start with the wiki page. This has a lot of information not just about Manjaro but about Linux in general. It can be very helpful to start by the getting started and get to know Manjaro and Linux. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.